Little Durk album just dropped. He was doing an interview. He has a fiance girlfriend, not sure what she is, baby mama. And they were saying what attracted you to her. And he was saying that she had a low body count. And of course, every time a guy brings up a body count, it's always hypocritical, it's always one-sided, right? A guy can have sex with 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 women, 4 or 5 at the same time. And that's never held against him. He's championed for it. We know that. And a woman has sex with one guy and she's a whore. That's just how society does it, and that's just how toxic men does it, right? The body count basically is how many people the person has sex with. Now, I've always had this belief that, one, unless you're bringing in some type of contractable disease, I really don't give a shit what was done previously. There's this immature, outdated belief that a woman is supposed to remain pure and a virgin until she meets her dirty dick husband who's fucked prostitutes in Mexico, and that's how she brings value to the relationship. Because that's when a guy says her body count, like what made you more attractive? It's like it could have been her brains, her heart, her love, her spirit, her determination, her leadership. There's a whole bunch of qualities women bring. But most men is just like, you could be dumb as a damn doornail as long as you fuck like 1 or 2 dudes. That's how low my standard is. Just you can be a full-blown idiot as long as you ain't been tossed around. Let's say if I'm in my 30s, so my examples are people in their 30s. If you're single in your 30s and you meet a woman in her 30s, most people start having sex 16, 15, 17, 18. But let's just say, just to drive this point home, let's say this woman started having sex at 21 years old, right? That was the first time she ever had sex. Let's say she's 31 now. That's 10 years. Let's say if she had sex with one person a year, or 12 months, she just had sex with one dude a year. And it could be a different dude, but a year. Even at that point, when you meet her, she's had sex with 10 dudes. A lame ass dude would lose his mind. Like, damn, bro, 10? Damn. And again, I'm making a point because I'm going to drive a different point in a hot second that's going to blow most of these men's mind, right? That's on a low number. That's somebody who started late, who hardly has sex. And that number can still look big if you look at it immaturely, like a body count. She had sex with 10 guys over a span of 10 years. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Matter of fact, that's responsible sexual activity. This is where I'm gonna blow your mind. A woman can have sex how many times she wants with whoever she wants, the same as a guy. Sex shouldn't have sex attached to it, meaning male, female, because you can throw a number out and then when you put male or female, your viewpoint is skewed. A woman can have sex just as freely and express her sexuality just as freely. She wants to fuck a dude just as freely as when we feel like we can go to a club and smash a chick on the first night, or 2 nights in a row, or threesomes, or monthly, or that's your whole game. Like there's some guys whose whole lives are hooking up with women. That's their whole claim to fame. Like they wouldn't even, if they introduce themselves, they wouldn't even introduce themselves by their career, by their ethnicity, by their culture. It would be, hi, my name is Tom. I fuck 10 women a month. Men, you have to stop with this body count thing. You have to stop judging women for having sex. And then 9 times out of 10, the guys that are asking that, the guys that are judging women based off that are the dirty dick mugs. Are the ones that's out there just slanging, and they be the ones that throw the, it's different because y'all are emotional, you know what I'm saying? Like when y'all do it, y'all really like to do it. Me, I'm a savage, I'm an animal, I'm a caveman. When I fuck a woman, it's just cause I needed a nut. Like I don't love these hoes. And they say that so proudly as if they're making the greatest point. Men can too also be emotional. And you know why? If you weren't emotional like a woman, you wouldn't be asking how many dudes you slept with, how big his dick was. It don't matter. Because if she says, and like, what's the answer? The answer for the dude that's asking that, it has to be 0. Even if it's 1. And then if it's 1, you have to like, it was a boyfriend of 8 years. Like if he finds out it was some dude, you did a one night, he gets, you lose all your credibility as if that's all you have to offer. Of course, let's not get it twisted. A low count is great. That's fantastic. That means you respect yourself. That means you didn't allow. That's a different conversation. Because now we're talking about who you should be having sex, when you should be having sex. And, you know, some people have religion to tell them when to do that. Some people were raised certain ways to tell them when to do that. And some people just have their own morals. So there's no blanket statement when it comes to that. This argument is only for once people have already made the decision to be sexually active, there should not be any score taking or any judging or any comparisons, because that's another thing about women. For the most part, I know it's Women's History Month, but we're not gonna sit up here and act like all women are fucking responsibly. Even me saying responsibly, it doesn't even sound like I should be able to say that, because everything is subjective. There should not be a measurement. That question always gets stumped. You can ask 100 people how many before someone's considered a hoe. Some person might say 1, 2, and then it becomes 1 or 2 within a month, 1 or 2 within a week, 1 or 2 in the same day, one person multiple times. Here's how you can debunk the body count. What if one girl dated a guy for 2 years and had sex over 200 times? When you're asking about the body count, is it how many people or how many times? And I'm sure some people listen like, duh, I mean, it's an obvious answer, but for some people it's not. Some people, when this question is asked, they realize that, oh wait, I'm asking, I think it's the times. Because if it's one person, that shouldn't bother you. But if it's over 200 times, because this person's in a committed relationship, does that bother you?